it and feel it. And even though it's quite well shielded and that we're in suits and other things, you're still going to hear and feel those thrusters when they fire. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. I cannot wait until one of us takes controls and just steers this thing around and looks out of the earth.
We'll be farther from the earth than a human being has been in a very long time.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm Reed Wiseman.
And I'm Victor Glover. And this is how we pilot the Orion spacecraft.
What are the differences between piloting an airplane and a spacecraft? I think the thing that I first think about is on a spacecraft, it's really all about attitude. It's really not about thrust and getting the airplane flying faster. The spacecraft is already going almost 38, 39 times the speed of sound. So we're really controlling the attitude. Where are we pointing? Where are we looking at out the windows? Where are our antenna and arrays pointing?
The software is the primary flyer of the spacecraft. I think that's the biggest difference, especially for a pilot coming into this who wants to get on the hand controllers and put the aircraft or the spacecraft in its proper attitude. In aircraft, the software is really helping the pilot, and I think now it's almost like we are helping the software.
So a couple of things we're going to do on Artemis 2, right after liftoff, we are going to detach the Orion spacecraft and service module from the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, which is just a lot of words for our upper stage. During that, Victor will be physically flying with the rotational hand controller, the translational hand controller, and doing station keeping on this upper stage.
This phase of the testing will be to simulate the flying that we would do if we were docking to another spacecraft like our lander or to our gateway. I think we should show you how we actually control the vehicle. So we've been using terms like rotational hand controller. Rotational hand controller, we say RHC for short, and translational hand controller, THC for short. In an aircraft, you would have a stick and a throttle, but it's the things that you put your hands on to control the spacecraft. We will pitch, roll, and yaw. Those are the three axes in each direction. And then we will also go up, down, left, right, in, and out, and we will assess how precisely that we can control the spacecraft. But we mentioned earlier that the main controller of the spacecraft is software. And so the main way that we interact with the spacecraft is our
cursor control device, your absolute favorite. I know you love this
CCD.
thing. This thing, it looks awkward, it looks weird, but when you get to use it, it's actually a genius piece of gear, and I know it is your favorite.
Oh, it is. This is our primary way to interact with the spacecraft. And so what it does is it allows us to determine where we put our focus on the display. So I can move the cursor to a certain display, and then I can move the cursor around to interact with certain fields of data.
And it's one of the primary controllers because there are going to be times when we're under 4G, 8G maybe even, and we won't be able to lift up our hands and push the buttons on the display. So this is exactly how we will do it. There is far more information on these displays than we will need to fly this spacecraft normally. But if a system goes off, if something goes wrong, we can dig down into the lowest levels of the computer of all the systems here, and we can take a look, see what's failed, talk to Mission Control in Houston.
And then right next to the displays, you see switches and toggles and dials. And so we call those switch interface panels or SIP panels. If the rotational and translational hand controllers didn't work, we also